Good evening and welcome to Ripon High School, the Tigers Den. Tonight we have girls high school basketball for you, and we're glad that you are watching and listening here on the Ripon channel. That's youtube.com/Ripon channel. The Ripon Tigers varsity girls tonight will be playing host to the Winneconne Wolves girls basketball team. The Tigers overall, 6 wins, 13 losses. They are 2-6 in the East Central Conference. The Winneconne Wolves are 16-2 in the conference. Overall. In the conference, they are 8-1 and are currently ranked 10th in the state in Division III. So we are glad to have you along here tonight with Marty Ernzer. I'm Lynn Krause, and it's a cold and windy February night.
And that's nice, inside.
Yeah, but nice, warm, and cozy here inside the Tigers' den. Well, Marty, we'll talk, I guess, a little bit about the Tigers. Last game, it was a tough loss, but they hung in there against Winnebago Lutheran, losing 61-55. And that loss comes after the victory over Berlin. But tonight, a big challenge with the Wolves.
Yeah, they back on the 20th of December, I believe, they lost by 19 to Winneconne. And as a side note here, so Winneconne's ranked in Division III, number 10. How many losses do they have, Lynn?
2 overall.
You're going to tell me that's an easy division? 2 losses on the season, and you're barely cracking the top 10.
Yeah, isn't that something?
And but what's more impressive with the Wolves is that their top 2 leading scorers average about 13 a game. They're both sophomores. And then the third leading scorer is just a junior. So they're all back next year. That is a scary thought for people that are in that conference. Ripon will be switching conferences because of that, I was told.
Right.
No, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, they got their hands full. I look at it this way. Just announced, the pinnacle of Ripon's season was that win over arch rival Berlin, a 500 ball club in a pretty good girls conference.
Yeah.
And that was huge. And then they went on the road to WLA and played them tough. They led by 6 at the half and got outscored by 12 going down the stretch and lost by 6. But still, good performances when I look at Bryn Carlson with almost 20 points and 11 rebounds, 4 assists and 4 steals. I mean, really good stuff. I look for Ripon. Can they handle the aggressiveness of Winneconne tonight on both ends of the court, right?
Yeah.
Can they handle the defense? I don't know if they press. But on offense, if it's an aggressive offense by Winneconne and based on what they average points per game, over 60.
Over 60, yeah.
I'm thinking they just be strong with the ball. You've heard me say it every game with them. If they can do that, they can hang with them. They should have quite a bit of confidence when you look at them, what they've been able to do with that win over Berlin, a close loss to WLA.
Well, for sure, Winneconne trying to keep up with the East Central Conference. Hey, let's take a break as now the band is playing our national anthem. great job, Sam Erickson and the Ripon High School band. Marty, just before we broke for the anthem, I was just saying in the East Central Conference, Winneconne is in second place. They are 8-1 in the conference, but they're behind an undefeated Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and on top of that, Winneconne lost to Lutheran by 36 points.
Yeah. And but it's a young Winneconne team. Isn't that something? You're saying, but it's a young Winneconne team, and they're 16-2 on the year overall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Winneconne is, pretty good team, 10th in the state as mentioned. And they are, I only had the 4 starters. I missed the 5th starter for Winneconne.
I don't have it yet either. We're going to have to wait and see.
But I can tell you who the 4 of them are anyway. Number 2, Jada Kaiser, who is a junior. Number 20, Millie Brayman, who is a senior. Interesting with her, Marty, we talked. We believe her dad played basketball at Ripon College, Chris Brayman, yep. And then it's 25, Grace Mitchell, the sophomore. She is the leading scorer for the team. Number 4, Brooklyn Messerschmidt. And then number 30, Harper Neese. And with that starting lineup, Marty, it is 3 sophomores.
Yeah.
1 junior and 1 senior.
It's called a program. When you see something like this, you got to find out who are the parents that did this with these girls when they were young and taught them how to be basketball players, because they fundamentally, I'm sure, are quite good.
The Tigers start with their usual. There's a 3 first off, and it is good by Grace Mitchell. And that was an easy 3. Anyway,
2-2-1.
Tigers, Bryn Carlson, Reese Brooks, Emma Reesop, Libby Gatsky, and Adeline Nodolf, the starters. And Marty right away, Winneconne putting pressure.
Yeah, that's what good teams do.
Here's Libby Gatsky down into the baseline. She's double teamed, and she had it stolen away. Bringing it up now for Winneconne was Neese, who gave it over to Mitchell. A 3 was no good by Messerschmidt. Ripon got the rebound with Carlson.
Yeah, Carlson ripped it right out of the hands of the big Harper Neese.
And then it was Reese Brooks, who missed a shot on the baseline, got her own rebound, got it out to Nodolf. Back to Brooks. Reesop has it underneath.
What a great pass. What a great pass by Carlson. And if it's handled correctly, it's an easy layup.
Yep, she just couldn't handle the pass. Here's a 3. No good. Rebound by Reese Brooks.
Reese Brooks, by the way, in that WLA game the other night, went 14 points, 4 of 6 on threes, and 7 boards and 3 steals. Had probably one of her best career games.
Posting up was Reesop, and then her pass got knocked away, stolen away now by Neese. Taken the other way by Kaiser. Posting up is Neese, and she
love
hits it.
that. Neese made room for herself on that entry lob and just sent the Ripon defender backwards.
And so Winneconne jumping off to a quick 5-0 lead. Now Reese Brooks gets it over to Gatsky. She throws it now to Reese up in the lane. Right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound out of there to Neese.
Boy, a lot of standing by Ripon when the shot goes up. Someone should be crashing the boards.
Here's Mitchell for 3, no good. In and out. Reesop got the rebound. Good job there. Gets it to Carlson and quickly the other way for the Tigers.
They get back in a hurry. There's no advantage.
Long pass to Reesop in the lane. Shot is up and good. And she's fouled. Emma Reesop.
So when you press like that, full court press, you typically drop back into a zone. And Winneconne is no exception to that, it would appear.
The foul is on Millie Brayman, her first team. And Emma Reesop will get the and 1 free throw. It's good. So that cuts the lead to 2. And Winneconne will bring the ball up with Brooklyn Messerschmidt.
Good rebounding by Ripon early on.
And there's a steal by Adeline Nodolf on a cross-court pass.
No advantage.
Going to Carlson on the baseline, and she was fouled.
Going to call the hand check.
Generally, you had said earlier, Marty, one hand's okay, but when you put 2, that's a problem.
Yeah, and it depends on the officials, right? I mean, some don't, That's why good coaching and good and smart players, you figure out early just what is being allowed in this game by the officials.
Here's Reesop driving to the basket, but her pass is over the head of Bryn Carlson.
You got to understand, how many times do we see a right-handed dribbler on that baseline, and that's just for any team. They dribble down there, because they're letting them go there. There's no resistance for a reason. Yeah.
Abigail Olson will come in for Millie Brayman, who picked up her second foul on that last trip by Ripon. Here's a fake on the three.
Move.
Posting up Nice, goes out into the lane, losing the ball. But a foul.
Oh, yeah, reach in by Nolda. Yeah, good defense. You don't have to reach like that. She has a penchant for that. A couple of the games of late that we've done, she's gotten in foul trouble and has had to spend time sitting.
For Nodolf, that's her first personal.
Yeah.
There's a three from the left side, and Marty once again, the hot corner.
The hot corner all season. It's been the hot corner. That's an all-conference first team. Hot corner. Nice move.
Bryn Carlson gets it to Gadsky.
Well, she fundamentally understands when you go against a press, before you dribble, fake a pass.
Brooks Carlson.
It freezes the defender.
And now another foul.
Foul's being called on Kaiser.
This is going to be on Jada Kaiser. That'll be her first, team's third. Ripon's ball will be taken out underneath the basket, right side. And it's Bryn Carlson to inbound it for the Tigers. And she's waiting. Someone's got to move and gets it to Nodolf way out on top. She lost her dribble, and we're going to have a held ball, I believe, but Ripon will retain possession. So Carlson will inbound the ball for Ripon in front of the stands here, which is in front of us. And she will go to the backcourt with Adela Nodolf.
1-3-1. You should have an overload, which would be two guards on top, one on the wing.
The ball now in Carlson's hands. She's kind of double teamed. She's stuck. Goes to Reese Brooks. Nodolf. Gadsky. Bounce pass to Reese Brooks, who went on the overload. Now a three by Carlson. Off the front of the rim.
Shot.
No good.
Good ball movement there.
Mitchell the rebound. And Winneconne quickly the other way. Once again, Mitchell has it. Tried to go inside.
Tipped by Carlson into the hands of a Ripon player.
That's Emma Resop who ended up with it. To Reese Brooks, to Nodolf.
Nice defense by the big against the point guard for Ripon.
And she's in tough shape, but she gets it over now to Reese Brooks. Yeah, having the tall girl Harper Neese out on top, causing Ripon some problems. There's Gadsky. Her pass stolen away by Neese. And now it's 2-on-1 for the Wolves. The bounce pass wasn't a very good pass, though.
Passed it too late.
To Gardner, who gets it to Carlson, who
nice
Emma Resop driving to the basket.
Oh, they're going to call a foul. I thought it was, I would have called a held ball.
No, I don't think it's a foul. I think they just knocked the ball out of bounds.
A lot going on there on that play with just out of bounds call.
Yeah.
I thought it was good defense on the ball.
So Brenna Flanagan comes in for Ripon. Gadsky out, Carlson to inbound.
They're zoning the basket. Everything I see Winneconne doing, I can see why they're doing what they're doing. They're going to trap that if they can.
Now Carlson on a cross-court pass. Left-hand shot up, no good. Rebound out of there to Messerschmidt. It's 8-3, Winneconne. Early here in the first half.
I like to see Ripon slow up their offense, but that half-court trapping makes them nervous.
Posting up was Neese to Gardner, and there's two.
So Ripon's having a hard time on that 1-3-1 zone in the half-court offense.
So here's Nodolf. Goes back now to Carlson. And she's in the lane. Shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Shot up, good!
It was almost like that was a pass to herself. How she did that, because I've never seen her. I've never seen her take a wild shot like that before.
Well, those passes are legal, so why not?
I've seen them done.
Here's Nodolf. Double team. Gets it over to Reese Brooks for three. Doesn't look good. Nope. Rebound by Kaiser. And we have a timeout against Winneconne. Their head coach,
like
Troy Bulow. Yeah, he's not happy. Yeah.
I love that. I relate to that. He's letting them know. He knows what they all know what their expectations are, and he's challenging them right now, saying, "What are you doing here? It's 10-5. You're playing to the level of the opposition."
And it's 12 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in this first half.
I think if they want to hang around, the door goes through Bryn Carlson offensively without question.
Yeah.
She can handle that pressure.
Well, they've had some opportunities underneath with Emma Resop if they can get her the ball, but sometimes she couldn't handle it, or she's gotten double teamed and the ball got knocked away. But she's been able to get the ball underneath.
So they're going to slow Ripon up. We've seen that with the full court press, and then they go right into that trap, and that's where Ripon gets real uncomfortable with that 1-3-1 trapping defense by Winneconne.
All right, so there's a 3 in that
Hot
magic corner, and once again, it's good. This time by Jada Kaiser. I don't know what it is about that corner, but man, the opponents do not miss.
Get it right away. Don't even take that dribble.
There's Brooks on the wing. Nodolf drives into the lane, gets it now to Resop. She's going to drive.
Double team.
Tried to pass it out. It was knocked out, but Flanagan picks it up to Carlson in the lane. And we're going to have a foul. No shot.
He's calling that away from the ball.
Yeah.
So Nodolf needs to take another dribble. When she launches herself from the floor on that last dribble, she's extended. She's good enough, strong enough with the ball, keep that dribble below her knees, and she could do some damage inside of that zone.
Harper Neese gets the foul, her first, 4th team for the Wolves. Bryn Carlson will inbound underneath the Ripon basket and gets it out to Flanagan out on top. Here's Reese Brooks on the left wing. A couple dribbles.
And Ripon now real nervous.
Yeah, it bounced past the Carlson, back to Brooks. Nodolf goes to the free throw line.
There you go. Now
backs to Brooks. Now, Flanagan.
Brooks should have been up on that line for that pass to Nodolf. She could have taken the 3. Instead, they're going to turn it over.
And a traveling violation is called against Ripon.
Yeah. They had it, the penetration dribble and the kick out by Nodolf, but the thing is, Brooks was way too high above the line to take the shot comfortably. Be ready. So I can see now, I've seen Winneconne play this year, so I see what they do, and they do it well.
Into the right corner. Oh, nice steal by Bryn Carlson. They tried to get it to a posting up knee.
She's just a heck of a basketball player.
All right, there's Nodolf, little floater from the baseline. Good, Edelyn Nodolf.
Ripon hanging around would be the way I would describe this game so far. 11 and a half minutes remaining in the first half. Down by 6, Ripon.
Here's Mitchell with the ball back, but stolen by
steal.
Nodolf.
How is that not a foul?
I know, right?
Jeez, Louise, guys.
Down she went, but Reese Brooks gets it to the baseline. Now she's double teamed. Look out. And we got a timeout taken by Ripon, a good timeout, but she was double teamed and trapped in that left corner.
She was triple teamed on that baseline.
Well, that comes with 11 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this first half. It's Winneconne 13 and Ripon 7.
Elsewhere tonight, Kettle Moraine Lutheran is at Kewaskum. Everybody in Kewaskum leave town. That includes the mayor, city council. Everybody get out of there. Waupun is at Berlin tonight. Those are 2 evenly matched teams. And I'll tell you, I've seen all the teams play now. I'm telling you right now, it's a mindset. There's no reason Ripon not only beat Berlin, Waupun and Plymouth. Ripon girls could be beating all of those teams. Yeah. I've seen them play, and it's a little bit of work, a little bit of adjustments on defensive style and how to attack a zone. And Ripon girls could have 2 or 3 more wins this year in conference.
So Carlson gets the ball into Flanagan, who gets it to Reese Brooks. And there's Nodolf, and she had the ball. Nope, there is a foul on the play.
The 1-3-1 is the perfect defense to want to do what I call an overload against that 1-3-1.
Yeah.
It is absolutely perfect for that. And I don't know what's going on here.
Winneconne's getting himself in a little foul trouble. Jada Kaiser with 2 and Millie Brayman with 2.
Yeah.
The coach was
they got some depth.
Said something to the official, and the official kind of put him in his place. But here we go.
And I'm sure he anticipated that response by the official.
I would hope so.
Good. I like the defense.
Here we go with Carlson in the lane. Reese Brooks, right side, 3 in and out. No good.
That looked really good.
It did, yeah. Rebound out of there, though, to Gardner. And Gardner
She's got
brings
her
it down.
confidence now. Like I said, she was 4 or 6 Tuesday night on threes, or Monday night.
Ari Reitz into the game now for Winneconne.
I'll try that one more time. Good things come in threes. That was Monday night. Yeah.
There's another 3 from that left corner. This one's no good. And the rebound to Carlson. She was fouled on the loose ball.
She is something. I mean, she has it's an attitude, a little bit of smarts on the rebounding, what she's able to do.
And that fouls on Neela Gardner, her first, team 6. So Ripon getting close to being in the bonus here in this first half with 10 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
Right, there you go. Carlson gets it.
Yep, to Brooks. Posting up is Reese up. Turnaround jumper, no good.
That was just her body was really twisted on that. I like to see a pass to the weak side corner. She was all by herself for an open 3.
Driving the basket is Grace Mitchell, and she drew a foul.
I wish Carlson hadn't reached in on that. You don't get the fouls back. You get the shots back. They can't afford to have her in foul trouble.
Carlson's first personal, only the second team foul for the Tigers.
Yeah, they should have more fouls. A little bit of indication of playing the defense. What Ripon has done so well in this first half is jump passing lanes and get steals.
Inside, knocked away by Carlson. They tried to get it to the taller Nice, but no good.
Give and go, and she read the play down the right lane line and knocked it away. Yep. Just a smart, heady play by Carlson.
Yeah, the inbound goes right to Harper Nice for 2, and she's fouled.
That is what I called Tiger when we used to run it. That's why you should zone the basket on the inbounds. Winneconne zones the basket. If you zone the basket and not the inbounder, that's why they got that basket. It's called pick the picker.
Well, Harper Nice just made her 4th point, and she will get the free throw. The foul is on Bryn Carlson, unfortunately, now her 2nd. And she had to go out of the game.
The first foul was a silly foul. There's good fouls and not good fouls. So she's 1-1 on her foul category. That just kills Ripon right now.
So she had to go out of the game. Now Nodolf's pass is tipped and stolen away. But the pass on the fast break to Ari Reitz is too high and goes out of bounds. Ripon ball. Reitz, by the way, Marty, she's just a freshman, number 3.
Ripon did a good job after the mistake getting back and making that outlet pass very difficult.
So here come the Tigers now. There's Flanagan on the wing to Nodolf, back to Flanagan.
Don't take that dribble.
Yep, dribble in the corner, and she's in big trouble. And the ball was knocked away by Winneconne. Flanagan tried to get it to Risa.
It's all about the pressure applied by Winneconne. We saw that with KML as well.
So Flanagan, she was going to inbound. They decided to change it up, and Adeline Nodolf will do the inbounding. And she goes to Reese Brooks. Back to Nodolf in the lane. Dumps it now to Reesop, who drives the basket. No good. She went to the floor. No foul was called.
No, there was no foul.
So here comes Winneconne the other way. Into the lane, Mitchell, and she's going to be fouled by Reesop.
No, that's a foul.
I think Reesop was a little
show the refs.
Yeah, what a foul is. Well, Emma went to the floor, and I don't think she appreciated that. But
well, I don't think she was fouled. I really don't.
I don't know, but the officials didn't call it, but that one was a foul. Her first, team's 4th, and 2 free throws for Grace Mitchell, who has 3 points here tonight. And the first one is good. So that puts Winneconne up by 10. Ripon was hanging in there, but now a double-digit lead by the Wolves.
Yeah, they don't have a scorer now, basically, against that type of pressure.
And the second one is also good. All right, so Nodolf will bring it up for the Tigers, now trailing by 11 points, 18-7. Here's Reese Brooks with it. Her pass knocked away by Mitchell. Ripon will retain possession.
Remember, if you're going to try to dribble through that trap, you fake a pass before you dribble. That will freeze them. No different than Brett Favre and what Mahomes does with a football. When they're past the line of scrimmage, they act like they're going to pass, and the guys jump in the air and look like clowns.
All right, Reesop going to drive to the basket, but she got caught in no man's land. Does get it to Flanagan, though. And she also went to the floor again.
Yeah, maybe she's been reading Nodolf's manual.
There's Gatsby.
Get out of there.
And she does. Nope. Yep, she does get it out of there. She was trapped on the baseline, was able to throw it out to Brooks, but it was knocked out of bounds by Winneconne.
They're right-handed dribblers, and they're going to that right baseline, and it's putting them in trouble. Oh, don't take the dribble.
Gatsky to Brooks. Yeah. Tried to get it back to Gatsby. Stolen away by Reitz. And now Winneconne the other way with it. There's a 3, top of the circle. And that's good by Brooklyn Messerschmidt, her 2nd of the night.
Messerschmidt, a heck of a World War II fighter plane.
And she's just a sophomore as well. All right, here's Reese Brooks. Reesop driving to the basket. Little reverse. No good.
You know, there was nobody between her and the rim when she went. She just could have done it in the conventional manner.
So Winneconne moving the ball the other way. Olson Messerschmidt.
Inside out. Nice.
Down to the drive. Little floater is good by Abigail Olison, the freshman.
Got the defender to just little head and shoulder and got the defender in the air.
So now Ripon with the ball. Here's Reese Brooks. Bounce pass to Reesup. She drew a foul, though, and will get to the free throw line with a 1-and-1. That foul is going to be on Brooklyn Messerschmidt, her first, team 7th. Coming into the game now for Ripon is Anna Buchholz. Libby Gatsky goes out. And Emma Reesup will get 1 free throw, plus 1 if she makes it. And the first one is hard. Back off the iron, no good. Rebound to Nice, and here comes Mitchell.
Normally a pretty good free throw shooter, Reesup.
And there's a 3 from the left side, no good by Winneconne, and Reesup got the rebound.
Cleared it well there.
Flanagan for 3, right corner, no good. Reesup the rebound, takes it right up, and she goes to the floor again. No foul call.
Because she doesn't go into the shot. She fades on the shot. She's not going to get the benefit of the call.
Now Grace Mitchell drives it in the lane for an easy 2 for the Wolves.
If she would go through the contact instead of back away from the contact on the shot, she should get a whistle.
All right, here's Reese Brooks with it. And goes now to Buchholz. 1 dribble, lost.
Get out of there.
But gets it back to Brooks, left corner, shot blocked.
That was a good idea. Trying to, after you get by your person, trying to stop and pop before the help defense comes.
Mitchell on her own tried to get one off the glass, no good, and Reesup got the rebound. So here come the Tigers once again. There's Flanagan in the left corner, goes to Nodal, was able to maintain the pass. Going to the right and stops. And her pass taken away by Olison. It's 2-on-1. Olison stops. That's Nice in the lane, but she goes back out to Mitchell. Down to the left corner for a 3 that is obviously going to be good. In the left corner, Abigail Olison.
She's got a great shot, the freshman for Winneconne. Nice looking shot. Good basketball. I like watching good basketball, and Winneconne is that.
So Ripon will take a timeout with 6 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Winneconne Wolves have jumped out to a huge lead now, leading Ripon 27-7.
So Kettle Moraine Lutheran is, as you mentioned earlier, is ranked number 1 in state, I think, in Division III. They're 18-1, 8-0 in conference. Winneconne, watching them right now, made it back into the 10 spot. They were in the 10 spot ranked most of the year, actually. And then they're 8-1. Waupun is 5-4 in the 3rd spot. Berlin, by virtue of Ripon's upset over them last week, was that Friday we did that game, and or Thursday? And then they're 4-4 now because it was going to be them and Waupun who are playing tonight going for that 3rd spot. But now Berlin needs to beat Waupun just to hold serve and be tied with them. Plymouth is 3-6, and then Ripon 2-6, and Kewaskum looking for their first conference win with only 1 win on the year. Ripon is 6-13 overall. They did have a little bit of a win streak there.
They did. Yeah, they had won 3 in a row.
Ripon's going to be back in action, these girls, in 2 days.
Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon, 1:30. We'll be right here. If you don't make it, you can watch us on the Ripon channel.
Adeline Nodolf will bring the ball up for the Tigers after the Ripon timeout. And now it's Reese Brooks. Bounce pass over to Buchholz to Nodolf. She brings it around to Brooks again.
There you go.
And her pass knocked out of there by Grace Mitchell, the sophomore. Leading scorer for the Wolves. What is she averaging a game?
Mitchell is averaging 13
yeah.
But Harper, the big, the other sophomore, is also averaging 13 a game.
And what do we have now? Official talking to
I don't know.
Head coach Jesse Nodolf. Unsure what that's about. But we move on. And Reese Brooks will inbound the ball for the Tigers. She goes to the backcourt with Nodolf.
On the 1-3-1, when the ball is on the wing for Ripon, there's a gap you can dribble drive. It's there. Like right there.
Yep.
And then before the big steps out on you,
there's Buchholz.
You can kick it out to the corner for that 3-point shot.
She tried to pass it into Nodolf, but Harper Nice on the steal.
Yes.
The drew a foul. That's her second. And Nodolf will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Bryn Carlson finally back in with her 2 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, you're down 20. I would have left her out there with 2 fouls. I wouldn't have brought her out.
Because Ripon, I don't think, has scored a point since she left, has she?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Because it was, what, 13-7 at one time. So
it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, it was a 14-0 lead, or 14-0 run for Winneconne before Adeline Nodolf just hits that free throw.
No, I would have left her out there, kept her, or whatever rotation you would normally do with her. Forget the fouls, and I would talk to her about of those 2 fouls. The first one was a silly foul. You can't get that back. She should be playing with 1 foul right now.
So Nodolf hits both free throws. That's a good deal for the Tigers. They're breaking that long run by the Wolves here.
There you go on a nice
It was
steal.
a post up, and stealing it was Emma Reesup.
She came up from her baseline defensive position and read it. Great steal, and then you get out of bounds call.
Yep. Buchholz stepped out of bounds when she picked up that pass, and that's a turnover to Winneconne.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ripon try something different instead of going to that far corner every time. Usually something bad happens.
Here's Brooklyn Messerschmidt for the Wolves.
What a name.
Yeah, it's a long one.
If you know what a Messerschmitt was, I mean, 50 caliber type of guns and great German plane.
All right. Posting up, but bringing it back out was Bremen. She was back in.
Nice feed.
Now in the lane.
Oh, great
from
ball
Mitchell
movement.
to Bremen, and a 3 to Brooklyn Messerschmidt, her third of the night.
Just beautiful passing. You got the point guard on top, you got the wing, you got the big on the elbow, and they're just playing catch. And then when the defense sucks in,
there's a 3.
looks good, didn't it?
It did, but it wasn't. And the rebound to Nodolf, who was in the lane, and she shoots one up, and she drew a foul for the Tigers.
Whistle.
And let's see. So that foul is going to be on Brooklyn Messerschmidt, her second personal, 9th team. So Ripon will still get the 1+1. Adeline Nodolf, 4 points tonight, 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and she'll get another opportunity.
Hey, we're
to
back
make
here.
2.
We're back here tomorrow night with the with the boys game. I'm trying to think who they're playing. Plymouth? I'm not sure. But
no, they're playing Winneconne.
okay.
Yep.
That's right. Back to back Wolves.
Free throw's good by Adeline.
Plymouth will be next week.
So
Gatsky's back in. She had a really one of her best games. She had 9 points, but she went 3 for 4 from the floor and made all 3 free throws.
the next free throw is a little hard. Carlson tried to run it down, but it was taken by the Wolves. Olesen.
Let's see if Carlson can play smart but still aggressive with those 2 fouls.
Here's Mitchell with the ball. Left side, now into that corner.
Ripon plays a 2-3 zone as opposed to Winneconne's 1-3-1.
Left corner for 3 again. That's no good, but the rebound out of there by Bremen.
Yeah.
For the Wolves. She's kind of caught in no man's land, but goes cross court, down into the corner again. And that was Ari Reach. She's a freshman. Winneconne moving the ball around here.
Yeah, they're trying to get the ball to Nice on the post.
That was Gardner, who has it now at the free throw line, goes back out on top. And there's Mitchell.
Actually, I take it back, that's Bremen that's on the post now, number 20.
Making a dribbling move there was Grace Mitchell, and she drew a foul.
Nice is on the bench.
And the foul is going to be on Reese Brooks, her first, team's 5th.
30-10 is this game. Ripon averages 42 a game. 61 is what Winneconne will typically average.
Bremen getting it in. Oh, wow, nice play. But the shot was missed.
It's the same play.
But then an offensive rebound. That shot's missed. Another offensive rebound by Winneconne. That shot is up and to go good. Another offensive rebound, and that shot's no good. Finally.
Well, it's all about position.
Ripon.
Winneconne had inside position on both sides of the rim.
And finally, Adeline Nodolf came away with it for the Tigers after 4 chances.
There you go. Nice move.
Now a shot by Bryn Carlson, left baseline. Good.
Just a little bit of a screen. That's all it took. Stop and pop. That's where, like before the defense, Reese Brooks tried that earlier and got a little deflected on the jump shot.
So Winneconne.
Don't overshift so much in that zone.
Going cross court now to Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to bring it back out. Coach is instructing them to start over, I guess.
Yep, he wants to get his personnel moved.
Yep. He switched them around a little bit. Here's Olesen with it. Left side with Reitz. Olesen in the lane to the left corner. There's a three.
Inside out.
No good. And Carlson the rebound.
Good patience by Winneconne.
Here goes Carlson quickly to Reese Brooks. She wanted to shoot, then a defender came up, and she ends up traveling.
That's what defensive pressure does.
So Winneconne will inbound it. They lead this game 30-12 in the first half. In that left corner is Mitchell. She's going to drive baseline. She'll go up, throws it up. No good. She went to the floor.
Well, she lost her balance.
Yeah, no foul called.
There's nobody around her. She didn't want to travel. That's why she did what she did.
Reese up.
There you go. Open look.
And there's a three by Nodoff from Brooks. No good. Out of bounds to Winneconne.
No matter what kind of zone a team plays, if you're going against it, you got to be able to shoot against the zone. But you also want to be able to penetrate. Winneconne's doing a great inside-out game against the 2-3 for Ripon.
So the Wolves have it here. Here's Mitchell with the ball. She's going to go cross-court to Reitz, to Olesen, to Mitchell.
Good movement, trying to get that defense to get over-shifted down. You got the reach by the point guard for Ripon.
So Gardner got the ball, but I think it was Nodoff with the foul.
Oh, yeah.
Her second personal.
Both their fouls were reaches.
And so she's out. Brenna Flanagan is in for the Tigers.
You can tell Flanagan has a decent three ball. But it's just hard for anybody who seems to get a shot up against this pesky, pressuring defense by the Wolves.
With it now is Gardner. Goes back out. Reitz. Olesen. Reitz.
See, they're going a high and a low post.
Yeah.
Both the elbow and the block.
There we go to Gardner. And her shot's no good. Gets her own rebound. And she trips over a Ripon player who was down, which was Gatsky. I hope everyone's okay there. There's a pass to Carlson, 3-on-1 to Flanagan. Lays it up and in.
Carlson with a great job of waiting for the defender to commit to her on that 3-to-1 advantage. And then she could have gone to either side, actually. She had Reese up on the right and Flanagan on the left.
3-on-1,
And she executed it perfectly.
So it looks like Gatsky is shaking up a little bit. So
yeah, she got walked on.
So she's out of the game.
Fell over on.
And Anna Buchholz will come in for the Tigers. As we approach, 1:20 here remaining in the first half. In the lane there was Gardner. Here's
great
Mitchell.
Ball movement again.
Olesen.
They're just
going to
get that shift.
Gardner. Mitchell for three, top of the circle. No good. Rebound, Emma Risa. She'll get it to Carlson, who will bring it up for the Tigers.
Carlson, way to crash the glass there.
And there's Buchholz driving the hoop. Shot no good. Mitchell the rebound.
That was just a hope.
And Mitchell's driving it all the way down, off the glass. Good.
Carlson couldn't D up on her with those two fouls. So forced her at least to take a dribble around her before the shot.
So Carlson now the other way. Her pass knocked away. Bremen picks it up.
Nice job defensively there on Carlson.
And it's Mitchell for the Winneconne Wolves.
30 seconds left till half.
Left side Reitz with it on the wing. Mitchell again. And we're going to have a timeout by Winneconne. They're going to set up a play, it appears, for the last second.
If I'm Ripon, I'm gonna watch film, and I'm gonna watch. This is what you do against the 2-3 zone, and that's one of the things you can do against 2-3 zone. Learn from the people that are taking you to the woodshed. Just watch what they're doing with their three guards on top. They're going with a double post on the ball side. When the ball's reversed to the ball side, you got a big on the elbow, you got a big on the block, weak side guard on the wing, and then you got your point guard on top and your fifth player, the other guard, on the ball side wing, and they just feed one of the posts. And if they have a move, they'll take it. If they don't, they'll kick it out right away. And their side-to-side passing has gotten the zone for Ripon to overshift to one side, and then they can attack, either with a good look on a jump shot or dribble drive. It's pretty easy, really. But everybody's got to be on the same page.
The timeout comes with 24.2 for the Wolves. And they will inbound the ball. Bringing it in is Jada Kaiser, who just entered the game. Now Mitchell.
They're just going to work clock here and then take the last shot.
Kaiser, Mitchell with the light blue shoes. Those are pretty ones. That's for sure. All right, Mitchell again. Reitz, Mitchell to the free throw. Nope, she stays back beyond the three. Reitz with 3 seconds. Got to move something. There's Reitz again. There's a three. In and out, no good. And that ends the first half.
Well done. Very much under control, Winneconne, on both ends of the court.
Well, that is our first half, and our score is the Winneconne Wolves 32 and the Ripon Tigers 14. Let's run down the scoring for Winneconne with 32 points. Jada Kaiser 3, Brooklyn Messerschmidt has 9, Neela Gardner 2, Abigail Olison with 5. It's Grace Mitchell with 8, Harper Neese with 5.
Arguably, his top 4 players are 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores. Actually, 3 sophomores and a freshman, and then another capable freshman, number 3, Ari Reitz.
I was going to say, Marty, 6 3-pointers for Winneconne in the first half.
Yeah, and that's pretty good because they averaged 7 a game.
So for Ripon with 14 points, Bryn Carlson 4, Brenna Flanagan 2, Emma Resop 3, Adeline Nodolf has 5. And that is your scoring here in the first half.
Yeah, Winneconne also averages nice numbers on both ends. Stats you look at, 16 assists per game, which tells you how effective they are moving the ball and finding the open shooter. And then they average 16 steals a game. So they're doing it on both ends of the court, hence their win-loss record.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll tell you what, it is halftime. Why don't we take a break? And then we'll come back with maybe some statistics that Marty has for us. And if not, we'll get started with the second half. So you are again listening to the Ripon Channel. High school girls basketball tonight. It's the Winneconne Wolves 32, Ripon Tigers 14. And we'll be back with the start of the second half in just a moment. All right, thank you. We are back at the Tigers Den and the Ripon channel. We're glad to have you watching and listening tonight at youtube.com/Ripon channel. Marty, we can never say enough of the good things about Sam Erickson and the Ripon High School Band.
No, we can't. I absolutely love the enthusiasm and the talent that they bring to the table. It's always an extra thing to have at a high school game.
Yeah, they do a great job.
And Sam, I'm not sure how many years Sam has been here. I'm going to guess around 4, but I don't really know.
I was going to say 3, 4, something like that.
Yeah, and he does an excellent job. I want to say he did his high schooling, I want to say DeForest, where your logo was a tree, I think. Yeah.
He went to Eau Claire, didn't he, to school? I think he probably, most of them go to Eau Claire.
I'm talking high school.
I know, but college, I'm thinking Eau Claire, he probably went.
All right,
a lot of music majors go to Eau Claire.
All
right, well, we begin the second half, and it's Winneconne with the ball and the lead.
Ripon stays in the zone, looks like a 3-2. Trying to get a little more pressure on top of the ball, I would think, but they're sinking a little. I would get a little pressure on that.
Posting up, Nice now to the left,
out.
Right corner for 3, in and out, no good, but an offensive rebound, good by Millie Brayman.
That is one of the issues when you play zone is boxing out, because you don't have a man that you know you're going to box out. You have to locate a jersey really quick.
Well, Ripon beat the press pretty well, but there was a pass, and Bryn Carlson couldn't control and knocked it out of bounds.
You bring up a point. They beat the press pretty well. They do all night long. It's the half-court trapping that they are absolutely having a hard time with.
So here comes Winneconne again. They're leading 34-13. Now posting up was Nice, but they bring it back out. Here's Brayman at the free throw line, right corner. And posting up, there's Nice in the lane. Left-hand shot is good.
If you look at the Ripon zone, how it shrinks. It gets so small and cluttered. Everybody's in the lane. You got 5 people in the lane. In that zone, I would have my people go out on the ball, just like Winneconne's doing to them. I would go out. No, it wasn't.
They're going to call that on back.
The referee missed the call. Yeah. She had both feet in before she made contact with the ball. He just couldn't wait to make the call.
Well, it was over and back, the official said, even though it wasn't.
It was right in front of us. Doesn't make a difference on the scoreboard.
No. But Winneconne gets the turnover, so here they come the other way. And they stopped out there by Messerschmidt, and then she had to get it to Brayman. Left side, posting up Nice. Oh, he passes it to the wing.
See how packed, and then the closeout.
There's Nice with it. Off the glass, good, and she is fouled on the play. Is that going to be
You
Emma?
literally have all 5 people in that zone all packed into the lane. And so, therefore, there's no ball pressure. Anybody can do what they want on the perimeter. And they're still feeding the block, even though everybody for Ripon is inside.
Emma Resup got the foul, her second personal first team, and then the missed free throw.
Yeah.
Emma got the rebound, and she was fouled by Millie Brayman, her third, team's first.
Same ref that just made that back call, made a no harm, no foul call. And the girl was giggling when she heard the whistle. I don't blame her, number 20.
So Carlson will inbound it now to Reese Brooks, back to Carlson.
Ripon's doing the right thing here, calm under pressure.
Now they go to Brooks, who gets it across the timeline.
Don't sink.
Right side to Gatsky. Couple dribbles, tries to get it to Resup, but her pass went out of bounds.
That was just a wish. I'm going to do this, and hopefully something good's going to happen.
And we have a Winneconne player who needed her tie, her shoelace. Yeah. Harper Nice. So here come the Wolves with Messerschmidt across the timeline.
Keep that zone out there. Everybody get your arms up.
Boy, her pass wasn't very good to Ari Reitz.
And there wasn't
on the ground. It's a held ball, Ripon possession.
And there really wasn't much pressure on the ball. It was just a lackadaisical pass by the Winneconne player.
That's exactly what it was. So Carlson will inbound it after the turnover, and it's Nodolf and Carlson in the backcourt to get it across.
See, they're mixing up their press now, and Ripon's a little confused.
But they do get it across. Now Gatsky tries to Resup underneath, but she
what a save.
Kind of lost her step there.
They're just on the edge.
They're
just on the edge with every player's possession.
All right, so there's Carlson. Wing right side shot, no good. It goes out of bounds to Ripon.
Off the hands of Nice. It'll stay there.
So the Tigers will get a second opportunity with 15:44 remaining.
See how Nice zones the basket. They're not guarding the inbound passer, and I never would either. do exactly what they're doing.
Way out on top to Brooks.
Call that the safety valve when they can't find anybody else closer to the basket for the entry pass.
There's Carlson using the left hand nicely. Shot is up, no good. Resop offensive rebound. Shot up, no good. Emma Resop gets her own rebound again. Shot up, no good.
I thought Resop was fouled on the first shot attempt.
And this is Nice who came away with it to Kaiser. Top of the circle here to Messerschmidt. Left corner.
Nice position.
Oh, good job by Emma Resop.
Yeah, exactly. That's who knocked it away without fouling.
And now it's Nodolf the other way into the lane. Stops. Has to go on now to Gatsky. Gatsky,
shot.
Carlson, three, wing right side. No good. Gets her own rebound. It went hard off the rim.
Because she followed her rebound, her shot, I should say. Look out.
And now Resop tried to get it to Carlson, but it was...
She read her.
Yep.
Nice read it before she passed it.
And that she did. Now a three, wing right side for Winneconne. No good. Rebound Carlson. So a lot of action going on here in the last few possessions. And here's Carlson to Brooks on the wing right side. Goes to the top of the circle. Tries to go to Nodolf, but it goes out of bounds.
So everything you're seeing here, if you work at your game when you're young, that's a big difference. You can't because that's happening.
All right. The Wolves.
Our executive producer is voting for Reese Brooks's shoes for the winning shoes tonight. I told him that's happened already.
Oh, we got a
that's an easy call.
Collision in the lane.
Yeah. Hello. And that she has the, I call them the rainbow sherbet shoe with with the melting. You get close. That swoosh actually has a melt to it. And so Riley Eisnagel is saying definitely those shoes are winners, and he says it's okay to win more than once. So,
well, I'm going on the opposing side to Grace Mitchell, number 25 for Winneconne.
Well, that's because you already said I like those light blues.
Here's Carlson to the basket, left side, no good.
Wow.
Resop tried to get the rebound, but it was knocked out of bounds by Winneconne.
Boy.
So the Tigers will get the inbound underneath their basket, right side.
A lot of bumping there.
Boy, I'd say. Brooks,
I'm
sorry, it was Carlson to Resop. She lost, she got tied up on the play.
And then she had the ball stolen, so she fouled.
Nope, no foul. It's just a held ball.
Are you
possession to
kidding me?
Winneconne. Yep, no foul on the play there.
All right. Okay, you say so.
I think the foul came after the whistle. All right, so the Wolves are in the corner. Cross-court pass to Messerschmidt. There's Mitchell back out on top to Reeds. She's a left-hander, a freshman. Also good size.
Ripon's coming out a little higher with her zone. You have to. If they're allowed to just pass the ball like that without being impeded, that's what they can do.
Three, hard off the rim, no good by Messerschmidt, and Ripon runs down the rebound. Here comes Nodolf to Brooks. To Nodolf, left side. It's Carlson for three, no good. Nice. Rebound, Gatsky, no good. And then Reitz comes away with it for the Wolves, and Reitz is going to bring it back to a three. Turnaround, good by Brooklyn Messerschmidt. Marty, she has 4 threes tonight.
Well, I mean, it was like a shoot-around. You're just standing there calm, and there's nobody within 5 feet of you.
You get the ball, and you just take your time
so
and you
relaxed.
Hit the shot.
Yeah, you're relaxed, Stepped into it.
There's a
timeout. Good
passing.
I always talk about how important a pass is, as we got a poor girl with must have caught an elbow or something. She's going to the locker room.
I see that.
With nose or mouth.
Ooh.
And then, so it's important that when you hit somebody with the pass, they're ready. We call ready position. The shooter, if, for example, you're on the perimeter, you're going to shoot a three. You want your feet square to the rim. Hands here, and that good pass will catch you, so you can catch and shoot. You don't have to reach. You don't have to jump. You don't have to get your feet, take with a dribble to get to the line. And that's all those little things that add up that aren't so little that make a good fundamental team like Winneconne.
Well, the timeout came with 13 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the second half. It's the Wolves 41, Tigers 14. There's some blood on the floor they're going to have to clean up before we get this game started. I saw Chris Gatsky go there. He's got it. He's got his gloves on, and he's going to be getting the blood off of the floor to begin with, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, you should have gloves on when he goes outside tonight, too. I left mine in the car. That way I don't lose them. Unfortunately, I'll probably get frostbite getting to my car tonight.
Boy, that wind was
I hope
really
that wind
strong.
stopped.
Yeah. You said your grill got taken for a ride today, huh?
I got home and I looked out the kitchen sink window, and there it is, face down on the backyard, off the deck, and the electric bird bath that heats the water so it doesn't freeze. I found out it does freeze if we're about 10 below zero.
Is that right?
It'll freeze up. Yeah. Then it's up to them as to whether they want to skate or not.
Okay. Well, the Winneconne student athlete, which is Jada Kaiser, still in the locker room getting her upper body taken care of with the blood. And it's Brent Carlson inbounded for the Tigers. So we're back in action.
So this young Winneconne team, and I do mean young, with a couple of ninth graders and about 3 sophomores, they are loaded for bear for the next 2 to 3 years.
Here's Nodoff now way out on top, being guarded pretty closely. Now she's looking to bounce past it inside, but it was taken away by Resop. Up and lays it up, and she missed it. And the Reitz, the freshman, comes out with it for the Wolves. All right, so here's Mitchell.
Now Ripon trying a 1-2-2 zone now.
To Messerschmidt.
But they're still comfortable with the ball out on top. There's no pressure on the ball. They're staying with their strong side, high-low post play, and 3 guards.
So for the Wolves, here's a cross-court pass. That's Mitchell for 3. Boy, was that good. Grace Mitchell.
It was right in front of us at our angle. So it was beautiful. Barely grazed the inside of the net. Such a pretty shot.
So for Grace Mitchell, that's her second 3 of the night for the sophomore. Oh, now a stolen ball by the Wolves, and she traveled with it, was Ari Reitz, but she was fouled before the travel apparently, so she went across the lane. Adeline Nodoff gets the foul, her 3rd personal, and it's the 2nd team of the half. So Winneconne inbounds underneath her basket right side, and she'll have to go out on top here to Grace Mitchell. Nice in the lane. Nice little floater. Good.
That's a left hand with a big.
That's a nice little shot there by Mitchell.
Well, the ball dribbling before she even shot. Just a sophomore, too.
So here's Reese Brooks, who got the ball from Gatsky to Nodoff, back to the right side with Carlson. She's going to drive the lane. Nice bounce pass to Reese up, but it was right by her foot, though, and the ball was kicked, but Ripon will retain possession. Or maybe it was kicked by the Winneconne player. And maybe that's why it ended up at the feet of Reese. All right, Ripon will inbound it. And Nodoff will have to run it down in the back court after it almost hit the official.
I think it did.
Graze him a little bit. Yeah. All right, so Nodoff will have it way out on top, and they're not letting her move too far. Yep. And now she's going to get a foul is Ari Reitz on Nodoff.
I think what Nodoff does so well through the last couple of seasons, when somebody reaches in on her, I see a lot of body theatrics, if you will, and it works. Like she's jostled, and it gets the attention. It gets the whistle. Smart move.
So Carlson will inbound it. That was Ari Reitz's 1st personal, 2nd team for Winneconne. Here we go. Carlson drives in the lane, but drifts it back out to
You got to
Gatsky.
look. Triple threat. When you catch that and you're all alone, you want to look at the rims.
Now a pass stolen away by the Wolves. Jada Kaiser. She goes to Mitchell, back to Kaiser, top of the circle 3, no good. Rebound by Neese, and she's fouled on the play.
Should go on Gatsky. Great position by the offensive player.
Emma Resop got the foul, Marty, her 3rd and 3rd team. 2 free throws for the Wolves. And the free throw by Harper Neese, who tonight has 9 points, and she misses the 1st free throw. So she will get one more. 11 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the 2nd half. And the second one is good by Harper Neese.
I can share this story with you. When I was coaching my oldest daughter's team, and back then there were hardly any travel teams other than Randolph, and they had travel teams for 150 years. And we're going to play after school. They're going to play their first after-school game, the girls. It's 7th grade now, right? 54-4 was the final, Ripon. And that's just because they fundamentally knew how to execute, and the other team for Winneconne, they did it against the Winneconne team. That's why I'm just remembering that.
Winneconne stole the last offensive possession against the Tigers. There's a three, hard off the rim, but rebounded by Jada Kaiser, who puts it up and in.
So the point being, not the score, it's that they were fundamentally sound. The other team, as seventh graders, had not played basketball. And it's when you wait this long to start playing fundamentally. Oh, we got
Bryn
one.
Carlson with a basket.
You know, if you decide, you know what, I think I'll go for basketball. I'm in sixth grade now. Well, you're 4 years behind already. Because is that fair? I don't know, but that's the nature of basketball.
So the Wolves will get the ball back after Bryn Carlson's basket. Posting up with it is Nice, but she goes back out to Mitchell for a three, and that's no good. And Nice runs down the rebound, goes to Mitchell, who's going down the lane. Shot is up, good, but no, they're calling an offensive foul on Grace Mitchell.
And it was a great move by Mitchell, moving without the ball, knowing that her teammate, the other big, is going to find her in the lane. It's just that Gasky was standing there in the same spot, but she wanted to occupy. Coach didn't like the call.
Well, Grace Mitchell, first personal, third team. And the Tigers get the ball.
So
here's Nodoff across the timeline with it.
They extend that 1-3-1 way out.
They do. Yeah.
They put pressure on the ball as soon as you get past the timeline.
Brooks the reach up. Now she's double teamed, trying to do something, and she'll bounce past it to Flanagan.
Ripon has to understand what they're doing. Every time you pass to the sideline, they're going to trap you.
There's Nodoff. She's going to take a shot left-handed, no good. And picking up the loose change was Carlson, but it goes out of bounds after her missed shot, and it remains Ripon's ball.
Good move by Bryn.
Ripon inbounds underneath her basket left side. And she's going to go to Brooks on the left baseline shot. No
Normally
good.
That's a shot that she's very effective with.
Jada Kaiser gets the rebound for the Wolves.
And she's got a piece of cotton or Kleenex up her nose from that bloody nose earlier. So she's a trooper. That's what you want to see in your players. You don't want to sitting over there feeling bad for themselves because they had a bloody nose.
There's Ari Reitz. Kaiser on the wing right side. Goes to Mitchell. Reitz. Cross court. Kaiser for three. Good.
Well, so much for a bloody nose.
Yep. And that's her second three for Jada Kaiser. 8 points tonight. Here's Bryn Carlson now. And she's going to drive to the basket with the left hand. Shot is up, no good.
That was a tough take between double team.
Kaiser the rebound to Grace Mitchell, who lays it up and in.
She never took her eyes off the rim in that heavy defensive traffic and finished the shot very nicely.
Nodoff for three, around no good. Bremen the rebound for the Wolves, and she will bring it up. Goes to the right side. There's Mitchell on the corner. Goes to Bremen again, to Mitchell. Another three. Good! Grace Mitchell. And that extends the lead big time to 57-16.
I like to see Ripon go into a man. The zone is doing nothing.
So here's Flanagan with it for the Tigers. Carlson, Resop. She's going to drive the lane with the left hand. Shot is up, no good.
Good take.
The rebound by Gardner of the Wolves. Here they come. There's Mitchell again. And she's going to go to Bremen. Bremen back to Mitchell.
Why give them that room? When you're in the zone, you come out on them, you get right up in their grill, even though it's a zone.
Mitchell.
Get on them.
Left side now Kaiser. Tried to pass it to Bremen, who was posting up, running across the lane, but goes out of bounds.
Just a zig and a zag, miscommunication. Yeah, when just because you're in your zone doesn't mean you don't get up aggressively on the ball, and Ripon needs to do that.
All right, so the Tigers will bring it up now with Adela Nodoff. And she will go right side. There's Carlson for a three on the wing. Good! By Bryn Carlson.
That was a deep one, too.
And we're going to have a timeout on the floor with exactly 7 minutes remaining in the second half.
Timeout.
And it is the Wolves 57, the Tigers 19.
There's that expression where turnovers can turn into transitional opportunities. Well, that must be on a warm-up shirt for Winneconne and for Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
So, Tomorrow night, we'll be back here again with these same Winneconne Wolves, except the boys' turn.
Now the Winneconne boys team only has a couple conference wins themselves, one of which is over Ripon. And so, I liked they didn't beat Berlin the other night, the game we brought to you earlier this week. Was that Tuesday evening, I believe? But I liked the way they played. I felt it was their best overall team effort since game one of the season out of conference when the Amarillo Foxes came in here. And Ripon was down by between 20 and 25 points and actually got within 5 before the Foxes were able to secure the win. And I felt it was their best game that we've called here in the Tiger Den since then. With the effort, they were outmatched by Berlin, but Bartle was the difference of that game. Otherwise, Ripon was right there.
Winneconne gets the ball after the timeout, and this is going to be Olesen with it as Winneconne is subbing some reserves in.
Knocked away by Carlson.
Yeah, here's Reitz with it, free throw line.
Yeah, this sub here is going to be a nice starting point guard probably next year, 13.
Brayman. And Emma Resop's going to get called for a foul on Millie Brayman.
If you look at Ripon's fouls, I'll bet you 80% of them are all on reach-ins, which is, you would play defense with your feet.
Inbounded, posting it up, and turning to the right side, dumping it off to Brayman was Kaiser. And we have a 3-second violation on Millie Brayman of the Wolves.
Called that on, 20. Yep. She knew it, too.
Yeah. So the Tigers get the ball back, and
so
Carlson brings it up.
So just let it be known there is some discrepancy or there's disagreement on who had who wins the shoe fashion look tonight. You have your thoughts. Yep. Our executive producer, Riley Eisnagel, has his. Naya behind the lens working the camera. She's the smart one. She stays out of the mix.
All right.
What does the winner get, by the way?
Our admiration.
Okay.
Brenna Flanagan over to Reese Brooks, Nodal.
Flanagan should have launched that 3.
There's Carlson, who will from the left wing. No good. Node off the rebound. Shot up. No good.
That was
Reese off the rebound. Had it stolen away.
Yeah, she's trying to load up on it. Winneconne goes, I'll take that, holding it like a waiter would hold a tray.
There's Brayman for 3, wing left side. No good. Carlson got the rebound.
5 minutes left in this game.
And Carlson will stop, and it's a held ball.
What?
Tigers will retain possession, and now we're going to have some
I was thinking maybe
reserves
a travel.
in for the Tigers.
I was looking for a travel. I didn't see anybody really grabbing.
So we have reserves in for the Tigers. Let's catch them all if we can. Let's see here. Sophie Parafinick, Anna Buchholz, Adele Miner. She got the rebound up, no good, but she was fouled. Good job, Adele Miner.
The right spot, the right time.
Emerson Peer, and who else am I missing? 11, Evelyn Baird.
She is an athlete. You can see that right away. We saw that early in the year. Miner is. But basketball, if she has passion for it, somebody needs to just work with her on some drill for skill. And next year, as a sophomore, she could be, and Ripon's going to need some talent next year. She could be one of them.
She played almost the whole junior varsity game, makes the second free throw, missed the first one.
Yeah, she must have sat out a portion.
Yeah.
Because you're only allowed to play so much. If you play one for 10 seconds in a quarter, that counts as a quarter.
Into the lane for the Wolves. Sophie Parafinick ties her up, though, and it's Tigers ball. Good job by the sophomore Sophie.
Yankee number 22 on the court for Winneconne.
Tigers will get the inbound, and the Wolves also putting their reserves in.
I enjoyed watching Winneconne. Well coached team. Very skilled fundamentally, and they play very aggressive.
Nice play.
Yeah, it was.
To Anna Buchholz. Missed the shot. Ball's on the ground, but looks like the Tigers going to get it called for the foul.
Yeah, the best part about that play, good entry pass. And then when Adeline Baird caught it, there was no hesitation, and it was a nice, smooth effort on the shot release. You hesitate against strong teams, and you're going to regret it.
I thought Winneconne was going to take a three. Parafinick stole the ball again with a held ball. That's 2 in a row for her. And this time possession goes to the Wolves. So Winneconne will inbound between the scorers table and her bench. Goes into the backcourt to Abigail Olesen, the freshman. And she'll hand it off now to Eliana Hardy, number 10. Number 14 is Ruby Keene. And she has the ball here. Back to Kaiser, driving the lane, right side, off glass, no good. Parafinick the rebound. And she goes here to Peer. Drives to the lane, gets it to Adele Miner, but it was taken away.
See there, you have to understand, you don't run down the middle of the lane. You run the wings to catch the ball.
Here we go with Kaiser, right side, going to dump it out, bring it back, driving the lane, but bringing it back out for Elizabeth Yonke. Kaiser again, baseline, lost control, and it is Ripon's ball.
Off her hands. If you notice what each girl does for Winneconne when they catch on the perimeter, they just little head and shoulder fake on the closeout, and then they can do what they want. They can dribble drive and then go to the rim or kick it out. They're well schooled.
Anna Buchholz will bring it up to Sophie Parafinick. Goes to Peer, Miner.
Cut, pass and cut. There you go.
Nice little move there by Buchholz.
Take that shot.
To Parafinick. Peer, baseline, little shot. Floater is no good. Rebound by the Wolves. Bringing it up here is number 5. I don't have her name on the roster, but she was a JV player, I'm sure. Over to Julia Youngbauer, sophomore.
That's not Emerson Peer, huh? Number 5.
We're talking Winneconne.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a walk.
We're going to travel be called against Winneconne.
And travel is called against the Wolves. Tigers get the ball back.
Olivia Godfroy.
Is that who it is? Okay, good. Got her name out there. Buchholz.
Messerschmidt and Godfroy. I love it.
To Baird. Adele Miner with it. She's on the outside. Goes to Baird. Pass blocked and stolen by the Wolves.
If you don't have a good passing angle, you just dribble over there to establish that angle before the pass.
And that'll be the last possession of the game as Winneconne is holding out with 5 seconds remaining. And that will do it.
Good luck to Winneconne down the stretch. You know, they're going to go into Kettle Moraine Lutheran and play them in a while. But it'll be interesting to read that score the next day to see what happens.
Yeah.
But, yeah, go ahead. You got some numbers?
I do. Well, our final score is the Winneconne Wolves 57 and the Ripon Tigers 20. And with the win, Winneconne to 17-2 overall, 9-1 in the East Central Conference. With the loss, the Tigers to 6-14 overall, 2-7 in the conference. Scoring, Winneconne with 57. It's Jada Kaiser who had 8. Brooklyn Messerschmidt 12, all on 3. She had 4 of them.
Yeah.
Neela Gardner 2, Abigail Olesen 5, Millie Brayman 2. Harper Neese had 10. And I got to count them up here now for Grace Mitchell. 5, 7, 9, 12. 19 points for Grace Mitchell. And that total of 57. For the Tigers, they had 20 points tonight. Bryn Carlson, she had 9. Brenna Flanagan, 2. Emma Resop, 3. Adeline Nodolf had 5. Adele Miner with 1. And that is your scoring here tonight. And Marty, we're back here tomorrow night.
We are. The Ripon boys will be taking on the Wolves of Winneconne tomorrow night. And then Saturday, the Ripon girls will be back in action at 1:30 in the afternoon. We'll bring you that game as well. Meantime, Winneconne, they're going to be at Watoma. They'll step out of conference next Monday night on the 10th. And they'll play Watoma. And they'll follow that up. And they'll go to Berlin when they get back into conference on the 11th, the next day.
All right, our thanks to Riley and Nyla. Doing a great job here tonight. And that'll do it from Ripon High School's Tiger Den.
Don't Don't let the wind carry you away.
All right. Our final score, the Winneconne Wolves 57, Ripon Tigers 20. For Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause, and we thank you for watching and listening to Ripon High School girls basketball on the Ripon Channel.